You saw the title of this video and you're wondering, how did this guy get 0% interest on his American Express credit card? So in this video, I'm going to share some tips with you guys on how I exactly did this, so it can also help you maintain a really low APR or interest up to zero on your American credit card. And so guys, if in this video I provide you with any value whatsoever, please allow me to ask you to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, as it helps us with the YouTube algorithm to get our message to a wider audience. And also, my name is Joel. So the first thing that we're going to talk about here is the type of card that I have. So guys, the type of card that I have, and I'm going to show you guys right now, is an American Express cash magnet card. And so with this American Express cash magnet card, I actually opened up and signed up for this credit card back in June of 2020. So I've been using this credit card for just almost 2 years now, and this credit card, it's really allowed me to do a lot of things and not really having to worry about paying high interest because of how the credit card benefits have been set by American Express, and I've also been able to take advantage of them. So as I said, this is an American Express cash magnet card, and basically with this card, it doesn't require for you to pay any annual interest. So it basically costs you $0 for you to own this card, and to really have this card and to use this card for your everyday purchases. And so guys, I will also put this on the screen so you can also see when I opened up this credit card, the perks that I was basically offered to. So when I opened up this credit card in 2020, what was really appealing to me at the time was they basically allowed me to apply for this card, and right away, once I was approved with the card, if I spent $1,500, I was going to get $200 cash back. And that right there for me meant that if I spent $1,500 and I get $200 cash back, that means on a net, I only spent $1,300. And so that right there was already good. So I was already thinking, okay, I'll do that, and I'm only spending $1,300, and at the same time, I'm going to get a card that will basically give me 15 months of zero APR. So from June of 2020 all the way to September of 2021, I was using this card with zero APR. And guys, that right there is something to really take advantage of, and I really took advantage of it. And since at the time I had a big purchase to make, that I already had the money. And this is something that I usually try to advocate every time I'm talking about credit cards is, guys, if you're going to put an expense on a credit card, it has to be an expense that you already have the money for that, and you put it on your credit card so you can get the benefits that the credit cards will give you, and then at the same time you're basically able to buy whatever item that you want to buy. And what was really interesting here is that, guys, I got that $200 cash back, so I only ended up spending $1,300 on that card. But also, I basically stretched it out over a long time period because I wanted to also use that money for something else, but because I knew that I had 15 months with zero APR, so I could stretch it out and buy some other stuff before getting closer to that mark and paying that money off before September of 2021, so that I wouldn't start getting charged at that point. And guys, what is also really interesting with this card is you also get 1.5% cash back on most purchases that you do. And you can log into the account and it will show you a lot of the stores and a lot of places where this is applicable. So guys, and now one of the things that I done at the time was, guys, even though I knew that I didn't have to pay any extra money within the 15-month period, but what I tried to do is I tried to be consistent with paying off the credit cards every month. And so I only kept a balance of about $300 on the credit card for the entire 15 months. But everything above that, I would pay it off every month. So then during the same time, I was basically building up a paying history showing that, hey, this person can actually use the money and then pay back, use the money and then pay back. And so guys, that right there is really good because it also helps you with your credit score. And if I can recall exactly, at the time in 2020 when I opened up this card, I only had one credit card. And the first credit card I ever had was a credit card from, it's the Apple credit card, right? Which only had a $500 limit. So at the time I was trying to start building up my credit. And I think my credit was only somewhere about 650 or 670. And now I'm way above, not 700. I'm like 797 or 798, almost 800 right now. But guys, the way that I've really been able to do that is by using these two credit cards, my Apple credit card and my American Express credit card. And what was really interesting is when I opened up this credit card back in 2020, I only had an $1,800 credit limit on this American Express credit card, and I had $500 on my Apple credit card. And so fast forward, I was keeping up with paying off the credit card every month. What ended up happening is American Express ended up bumping my credit limits from $1,800 to $3,200, which they basically almost doubled my credit limit. And what that basically meant is when you do the math on an entire credit utilization as far as how much credit I have that I've taken and how much total credit I've been given to me from my American Express, and also if I also put in my other Apple credit card, now my credit limit increased. That means my credit utilization went down by a lot. And guys, something that is really interesting with your credit score, it also depends on your credit utilization. Let's say that you have a total credit of $1,000. So if you have a total credit of $1,000 and you are basically borrowing $1,000 every month, your credit utilization is 100%. And that right there is really going to hurt your credit score. So you want to keep your credit utilization as low as 20%, even lower than 20% preferably. And that's what I've been able to do. And when my credit got bumped from American Express, which also my Apple credit card also got bumped by a factor of 2, so my credit utilization basically almost diminished by a factor of 2, and that also helped me with gaining a lot of points on my credit score. And so guys, looks like this turned off, sorry. All right, so for the first 15 months, all I did was keeping up with the payment and making sure that I was making those payments every month so that I am basically accruing the history of me being able to pay every month. And then after those 15 months, and then when I actually started paying a variable rate between 14 to 24%, and I think I was averaging about 18.74%. During that time, I didn't keep any money in my account. Every month, I would use that money for something that I already had the money for. I would pay it off every month, and then basically I was able to do that. So 15 months, 0 APR, and then I think I did about 7 months from September of 2021 to early of this month in April, basically with about 18% interest. And then since I kept a really good history of paying off my credit card every month, what actually happened to me this month is I had a call with American Express and they offered me a new promotional APR. And guys, as I'm going to reveal to you guys, now my APR for the next 9 months is going to be 1.9%. Guys, that is insane. That means for the next 9 months, I'm going to be using this credit card at literally little to no expense, guys. And that right there is a product of keeping up with your credit card payment every month and not carrying over any balance from the previous months. And so guys, I'm going to read just the email that American Express sent me, and I'll also put it on the screen. But it basically says, we're writing to confirm your new promotional APR for eligible purchases as described below. Your promotional APR for purchases is 1.99%, basically 2%, and your promotional APR is valid from April 1st, 2022 through your billing period ending on January 1st of 2023. So guys, this is how I've been able to really keep low interest on my credit card and be able to increase substantially my credit score, get some cash back on every purchases that I make, and at the same time being able to increase my credit limit on my American Express card and on my other credit card. So guys, I hope that I provided you with enough value in this video. And if that was the case, please allow me to ask you to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, as it helps us with the YouTube algorithm to get our message to a wider audience. And with that being said, if you would like today to start a new account, a new credit card account with Discover credit card, as my brother Rico has been talking to you guys about the Discover credit card, you can see our Discover link in the description below. And when you sign up using our link, you can get $50 to you, and we'll also get $50. And so guys, this is a win-win situation where you win, we win. And also, if you would like to start investing into the stock market and don't have an account with Rebo, M1 Finance, you can sign up for Rebo and M1 Finance, link in the description below. And if you would like to start trading cryptocurrencies and you don't have an account with Coinbase or BlockFi, then you can use our Coinbase and BlockFi links in the description below. And I hope that I provided you guys with enough value in this video today. Thanks, and I'll see y'all in my next video on Sunday. Bye bye.